Florida, USA 1997 3 weeks July and August. Summary: we spent 21 days in Florida, USA between the 26th of July and the 16th of August 1997. We took 227 photos, all of which are included in the summary slideshows, many of which were scanned from old-fashioned Kodak prints. So we spent 15 days in Kissimmee, Orlando, Florida on holiday between the 26th of July, the 9th of August 1997. It was a fun family time. We stayed at apartment 126, the Villas of Somerset, Kissimmee, Florida, USA, 34,746. We also visited for a further 7 days Clearwater Beach, Tampa and West Palm Beach in our hired car, which was a huge Chevrolet with not surprisingly 3 seats across the front and multiple coffee and soda cup holders, haha. Plus of course we visited Disney and Miss Piggy #sigh. The whole logic of this holiday was that the boys were now old enough to appreciate Disney in its entirety, so this was a special family break, especially it was Disney World's 25th celebrations, and here's a summary. We initially stayed in Kissimmee for 2 weeks and visited all the theme parks and water parks. Going back into Universal after 7 p.m. is a good call as it saved the queues. Saw Central Orlando, including taking the boys to the Orlando Magic basketball stadium. They were both keen at the time, and indeed Doug played for the Ilkston Outlaws basketball team back at home. We played a bit of tennis at the villas as well. We then traveled across to the west, Tampa, Busch Gardens Park, Clearwater, International Drive, Sanibel, Sarasota, Venice, Naples, then back to the east via the Everglades and down the Keys, Largo, Marathon, Bahia Honda NP, Key West, then back up via Fort Lauderdale, Miami, although didn't go in here in '97 but did in 2018, to Orlando plus Kennedy Space Station with its NASA Center replication and the newly installed Apollo, Saturn V Center, just mesmerizing. Cocoa Beach, it's jetty and lovely. Sandy Beach, River Country, Cracker Barrel, visiting My Hero Dallas exhibition, Naples Jetty Pier, St. Pete's Beach, West Palm Beach with all its posh locked-up homes and posh yacht moored outside, ESPN where maybe Craig and I got our love of gridiron or American football from. Come on 49ers and Eagles. Busch Gardens run by Anheuser-Busch the beer people. We remember Montu in the Egypt area and the scary Cumber, which I must have gone on at least 3 times in a row with the boys until I felt sick. The Edge of Africa area, which you went over in a ski-ride monorail cable car, also standing on the bridge getting soaked by the huge water chute ride. Can't remember what it was called, but as hot and humid we loved it, so cooling. Busch characters to rival Disney, okay maybe not. TJ Tiger and the Hippo, 25th Disney World, now resorts, anniversary, Typhoon Lagoon, SeaWorld, and sadly Shamu, which we feel very guilty about. Sports World, River Country, Epcot was sponsored by the then Eastern Kodak Company, sadly no more to my knowledge. Digital is here to stay. It included Illuminations 25 accompanied by the Disney Grammy All-American College Orchestra, Tara, Universal Studios and the Tower of Terror. The Fab Honey I Shrunk the Kids experience with the height of technology at the time, shaking seats sprayed by water, Teehee, Water World, MGM Studios, Magic Kingdom. We had the guide for between the 28th of July and the 3rd of August, Discovery and Pleasure Island, where we went one evening. Very strict licensing laws meant I couldn't even buy a drink for Annie. You had to buy your own and prove your age. Flattering if the truth be known that they thought we were younger than 21. Haha. Blizzard Beach, River Country, Disney's Wide World of Sports complex with beach volleyball. Annie wouldn't let me attend the ladies' one. Haha. Terminator 2 experience, Ride of the Movies, Back to the Future ride, Confrontation, Jaws ride, Earthquake, E.T. ride. Our Universal tickets were from the 5th to 7th August. We saw the Twilight Zone featuring the Tower of Terror, Indiana Jones, Toy Story, backlot tours, watched Disney animators at work on the new to be Mulan, now ancient history, but fascinating experience. Twister and King Gators Fandango rides were on their way and being constructed. Baywatch at SeaWorld, giant heavy video cameras and animation tours, shuttle launch at Cape Canaveral, just missed it by 1 day. Our underwater camera, stakes the size of a large plate. Uvas Keef. Having to have your salad separately. Melbourne Beach, Rodeo Drive, Boca Raton, Ron John's one-of-a-kind surf shop at Cocoa Beach. We returned to this in 2018 on our US and Caribbean 40th wedding anniversary cruise, buying my first genuine pair of Levi's since my 20s. We also remember mummy mummification, i.e. Annie in an Egyptian sarcophagus, Key West's 30s hotel and lots of fish around the jetty. boardwalks, Hard Rock Cafe, Key Lime Pie, Hemingway Express and Conch Train Trip plus seeing Sloppy Joe's Ernest Hangout Local, Everglades and Hover Trip out to Alligator Island, stay on the island of Marathon, swimming, planes, and Bay Honda National Park. After staying at Cocoa Beach on the last night we returned to Orlando, dropped off the Fab hire car, flew back to Manchester and home. Our car was in the long stay car park there so we drove back through the peaks to home. We even have a memorabilia PDF which sadly is 27 megabytes long so cannot feature on the website but happy to share on request. Pleased to say we are returning in 2022 with Craig's family as grandparents for his 40th birthday. Will I enjoy the white knuckle rides quite the same as I did in 1997? Who knows, but I will certainly give it a go. It is a special year at Disney as it's the 50th anniversary so we are expecting spectacular fireworks and parades. It's now called collectively Walt Disney World Resorts. I so remember Steamboat Willie, which I believe was the first animation Walt Disney did. Here's a bit of a write-up on the man. Walter Elias Disney, the 5th of December, 1901, to the 15th of December, 1966, was an American entrepreneur, animator, writer, voice actor, and film producer. A pioneer of the American animation industry, he introduced several developments in the production of cartoons. As a film producer, he holds the record for most Academy Awards earned and nominations by an individual, having won 22 Oscars from 59 nominations. He was presented with 2 Golden Globe Special Achievement Awards and an Emmy, among other honors. As of 2022, Disney became the first, and later one of the 3 people being nominated for Academy Awards in 6 different categories, a record he shares with Alfonso Cuarón and George Clooney, until was surpassed by Kenneth Branagh with 7. Born in Chicago in 1901, Disney developed an early interest in drawing. He took art classes as a boy and got a job as a commercial illustrator at the age of 18. He moved to California in the early 1920s and set up the Disney Brothers studio with his brother Roy. With Albert Iwerks, he developed the character Mickey Mouse in 1928, his first highly popular success. He also provided the voice for his creation in the early years. As the studio grew, he became more adventurous, introducing synchronized sound, full-color 3-strip Technicolor, feature-length cartoons, and technical developments in cameras. The results, seen in features such as And Who Doesn't Know These from their childhood and indeed adulthood, all classics, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, 1937, Pinocchio and Fantasia, both 1940, Dumbo, 1941, and Bambi, 1942, furthered the development of animated film. New animated and live-action films followed World War II, including the critically successful Cinderella, 1950, and Mary Poppins, 1964, the latter of which received 5 Academy Awards. In the 1950s, Disney expanded into the amusement park industry, and in July 1955 he opened Disneyland in Anaheim, California. To fund the project, he diversified into television programs, such as Walt's Disneyland and the Mickey Mouse Club. He was also involved in planning the 1959 Moscow Fair, the 1960 Winter Olympics, and the 1964 New York World Fair. In 1965, he began development of another theme park, Disney World, the heart of which was to be a new type of city, the experimental prototype community of tomorrow, Epcot. Disney was a heavy smoker throughout his life and sadly died of lung cancer in December 1966 before either the park or the Epcot project was